Hi, I'm Ryan Hansen.
I'm Tyson Heath.
We're here at the ECET building on the SPSU campus near the Howell and Norton residence buildings. We found a couple articles that we thought you might find a little interesting. But you guys decide if they're fact or fiction. Tyson.
For those of you that don't know, the J building is home to many core departments as well as the computer science labs. According to C.J. Shiflett of the Sting in the April 2003 issue, the atrium building is built upon an Indian burial ground. According to ancient cave drawings, an unknown tribe of Indians buried thousands of dead warriors after the Battle of Sassu-Pusatach. It was on this spot in the year 2000 where the atrium building was first opened. At first, nothing seemed unusual about the new building, and then strange things started to occur. Pens and pencils disappeared, LAN cables became mysteriously unplugged, and then when door locks were suddenly changed throughout the building, it spiked interest among the students. Ryan?
Interesting you say that, Tyson. In the early 1930s, Georgia Tech took a bunch of their best and brightest students to perform the Society of the Occult, Unexplained, and Paranormal, SOUP for short. What they referred to the happenings was that there were hundreds of warriors that actually committed mass suicide to keep a demon god in his prison up underneath. By committing mass suicide, their souls would keep them here. What the reference to this paranormal activity they believe to be is that many of the 600 years with the souls battling with Beelzebub had actually started some of this paranormal activity within the building here. So we're going to go ahead and go inside and take a look. Come on in.
Here we are on the first floor of the atrium building. Concerned students pooled their money together and hired Harold Ramis, an expert in paranormal activities. Using his extensive knowledge of strange phenomena, Mr. Ramis began searching the first level of the atrium building for paranormal activities. The first floor showed no signs of paranormal activity. Let's move to the second floor. Okay, here we are on the second floor of the atrium building. Almost immediately after arriving on the second floor, Mr. Ramis claimed that a paranormal event had occurred. 15 students in the computer science lab were found speaking in tongues. This type of event, Ramis claimed, could only have been induced by exposure to the paranormal, right?
Thanks, Tyson. In 1979, SOUP had become extremely secretive. In order to throw possible investigators off the trail of Beelzebub, a continued secret, Georgia Tech and Southern Tech actually split. SOUP became an independent organization with strong influences in both Georgia Tech and Southern Tech. Only the president of each university allegedly knew of this. In the year 2000, SOUP, with the help of newfound advances in science, finally built an artificial soul-creating machine with great power enough to replicate the energy of 80 to 85 souls. The purpose for this was to allow the 100 or so souls of the Indians that were buried below where we are standing now, guarding Beelzebub, the demon god, were to be set free. So they allegedly put this machine below us and let them free. And that might be why we no longer have any more paranormal activity. Tyson.
The excitement generated by Dr. Ramis's study soon attracted the attention of a local Indian tribe. The tribe, who refused to name themselves, claimed to be the descendants of the warriors who were buried under the atrium building. After protracted conferences with Dr. Rossbacher, the Indian tribe was given the J building as a mausoleum for their fallen brethren. Classes formerly held in the atrium building moved to the Burris Auditorium. Right?
And coincidentally, plans to no longer use the J building were scrapped after the tribe claiming to be descendants of the brave buried warriors under the atrium building were actually Japanese wearing feathers. So today we've given you a little information that we found on this building from 2 different articles in the Sting. We'll let you guys decide which ones are true and which ones are false. Thanks.